Every business owner is looking to grow their sales and acquire new clients. But the first step towards that is to attract the right people into the sales funnel, which means you need to first get your client attraction strategy right. And to bring to you the best tips and the hottest strategies for client attraction, I have with me 4 amazing women who are the experts in doing that. Today we have on the show 4 excellent marketeers who are sharing some wonderful advice on various aspects of marketing. So stay tuned. Fall in love with selling as you acquire the right mindset, selling style, and sales process that helps you take your business solution to more prospects, potential clients, and the world at large. If you are a women entrepreneur who is looking to get more sales, scale, and sustainability in your business, you have reached the right place. I'm Roshni Baronia, your host for the show Ace the Sales, which is all about helping you bring your authentic and influential self to each sales conversation. If you do a Google search for the statistics for role of marketing in a small business, you will see that 47% of small business owners run marketing entirely on their own. And almost half of them are spending less than 2 hours per week on marketing efforts. So if you are spending any more time than this on your marketing, there is definitely room to course correct some strategies and action plans. And who better to know that from the experts themselves? So I have got 4 amazing women marketeers who are going to share their insights and expertise on how you as a small business owner can be strategic and mindful about your client attraction strategy. Because here's the thing, being a woman entrepreneur or solopreneur, you are always stretched for time. With 101 other things to do on platter, you have to be extra cautious about where and how you are spending your time. For example, this podcast. Since you are putting your valuable moments here, I make sure that you get the best value and learning from the minutes you put here. Because I honor time and I feel privileged that you are listening to this podcast. And it's my prime objective to make sure that you get useful tips and implementable takeaways from this podcast. So if you feel that I'm able to deliver that to you, please give us a review and 5-star rating to keep up our motivation. You can leave your review on Apple iTunes, which you can also download on Windows laptop in case you are not using Apple products, or on Castbox, which again is a podcast listening app available on Google Play Store. Or you can leave your comment in the link given in the show notes. Whichever way suits you, just make sure you send across your love to me because it means the world to me. And now, without further ado, let's jump right in. A large part of our client attraction, aka marketing, starts with our content strategy. And I asked Sonali Brahma, who is a brand strategist and creative advisor, as to what goes into making the right content strategy. And here's what she's got for you.
Hi everyone, I'm Sonali Karande Brahma. I've been in the industry for 25 years as a brand and content strategist. So if you ask me, content is king, queen, and heir. Content anywhere on any media plays a huge role in client attraction and acquisition. This is true for both B2B and B2C. The sales funnel in today's digital world has changed. By the time the client reaches out to you on the phone, email, or your shop, she has done all the digesting, rumination, and analysis of the information. She has, in fact, made up her mind in a way of sorts. She has shortlisted 2 or 3 players already. So, before she reaches you, your content plays your role by giving the right information, passing the right message, essentially building trust. Trust is the most important currency today and a decisive factor in client conversion. So, like I say, before you obsess about building sales, build trust. Your content strategy should be to give the right information in the right way at the right time to your audience. Remember, meaningful content that adds value to the client goes a long way. So, in a way, content strategy is pretty simple. You need to find out the need gap, the gap in the needs of information, and create content that fills in that gap at the right time. If you adopt this content strategy, I can clearly say that you are not going to go wrong in any way. Wish you all the best.
That is such an important piece Sonali has highlighted. That you are talking to an informed customer. And truly so. In this age of digital and information overload, your customers, prospects, or potential clients are pretty clear about what they are looking for. You just need to help them in their buying decision by giving them just about the right information about you, your services, and the experience of working with you. A good content strategy then essentially starts from having a clear goal. And that goal is where you are building your credibility and gaining the trust of your customer, which is quite the objective for social media marketing as well, according to Shreya Sharan, who is sharing her secret sauce for having a highly engaged online community.
Hi, I'm Shreya and I'm the founder of the Womenpreneur Academy, an online learning hub for solo women entrepreneurs. So, regarding social media marketing, first and foremost, what needs to be understood is that marketing is a collaborative activity. That is, you have to involve your customers in your decision making, and social media gives you the perfect platform to do it very easily. It gives you a platform to have a dialogue with them. So it's not a one way conversation, but two way. And this helps you build a relationship with your followers before you invite them to buy from you. See, the origin of social media was always for relationship building and not sales. And the same applies even now. But unfortunately, most businesses use social media only for sales, and the result is that your followers start to tune out. Your marketing message becomes background noise to them because they overlook your posts and what you have to offer because you're constantly selling to them. The only way to grab their attention and to retain it is to involve them and to have a dialogue with them so that they know that you're listening to them and that you actually care. So, what all of this translates into is creating content for social media which helps them learn, which helps them think, which gives them a unique perspective about your brand. Content that will stimulate them intellectually. And if you can do that, that's when the conversation will start flowing. Your relationship will start building, which will translate into sales.
Now, isn't that a great reminder for all of us? That the first and foremost objective of social media is to be social, to engage. And somewhere down the line, we get so obsessed with selling that we miss out on that element of socializing. And I love about Shreya that she walks her talks beautifully as she hosts these photo contests and monthly prompt challenges on Instagram and Facebook, which I know take a lot of effort. It is not easy to show up each day on social media to talk to a virtual audience. But since she is doing that on a consistent basis, she has a high touch community where people not only trust her but also speak about her brand and business because she is engaging one to one with her audience. And that is what is being social all about. Which also brings me to a very important aspect of social media as to where you are placing it in your sales funnel. Remember, social media is about engagement and nurturing. So, more than getting new people or leads, It's about nurturing and again building trust with people who have already warmed up to your content, offers, or brand. But then, a large part of this nurturing of your audience is with the objective of converting them into paying clients, or at least getting them to take a desired action, like downloading your freebie, booking a product demo, or signing up for a webinar. But then, how do you do that? And that's exactly what is coming up right after this break. Are overwhelm and burnout your constant companion? Then it is time to declutter and focus on the stuff that is going to bring you results and revenue in your business. And to make things easier for you, here is a KPI cheat sheet and evaluator where you can get 24 of the top metrics that you should be focusing on in your business. It is absolutely free for you to download. Just go to the link given in the show notes, which is bit.ly/CA-KPI. If you want to move from overwhelm and overwork to clarity and sanity, just download your free KPI cheat sheet at bit.ly/CA-KPI. And we are back. And we were talking about what converts your social media followers into paying clients, or at least making them take a desired action. And that something is a convincing copy. And I have with me Punita Parekh, founder of the agency Storytellers for Brand, who is sharing her best tips on content writing.
So to have a compelling marketing copy relatable, one needs to keep a few things in mind or a few points in mind. Firstly, defining your target audience. Moving on to choosing an objective in terms of what your objective is towards writing. Thirdly, backing it up with solid data. Fourthly, leveraging customer review, keeping your customer as king. Then following with keeping your audience first before your products, whatever you're writing about. Keeping it simple yet fun, and most importantly, building interests, building enthusiasm. Providing a solution is also very important. And last and the most important thing is being empathetic. Because if you're empathetic towards your content, your marketing copy will relate to the customers. So I would say yes, these are a few tips and tricks to keep your marketing copy relatable and have a successful marketing copy. Thank you.
Those were some amazing tips that Punita has shared. And I want to add to them that from my experience, there is no one kind of content style that will work all the time. Because it all depends on the kind of business you are in, the inclination of your audience, what they want to hear from you, and above all, what you feel authentic while writing. I know for one that when you keep writing from your heart, the ones whom you are truly meant to serve will resonate with your content. So do have your conversion metrics in place and write authentically. And as Punita said, with empathy. And last but not the least, some great nuggets of advice coming your way from Shruti Thakur, founder and director of the Design Club. She is sharing her insights on one of the most important pieces of marketing, which is your personal brand. I know this is the buzzword these days, but Shruti has very crisply told us that why a personal brand is needed and what is the best way to go about doing it.
Hi, I'm Shruti Thakkar. I'm an entrepreneur, digital marketing consultant, social media influencer, and a speaker. I started my company, The Design Club, 4.5 years back. It's a digital marketing company. Before I started my company, I worked in sales and marketing with brands like Vogue India, Times Internet, TV channels like Sahara and E24. There's one thing I've learned in the last 4.5 years of running my business. If every day you hustle to get more sales, chase every single lead down, and work very hard to generate leads, you are doing something wrong. There has to be a time where your customers look you up. They come to you and want to work with you, and you instead choose whether you want to work with them or not. This doesn't happen by happy accident. It requires effort to build your brand up, the company's and the entrepreneur's personal brand. You may ask, why personal brand? Because people connect with people. Here's 3 points that you must do apart from your steadfast focus on building your business. This may seem time intensive and avoidable in terms of cost in the beginning. But know this, if you don't invest, you will continuously be chasing every lead down. And believe me, you don't want to do that. The first one is social media. One of the most impactful tools, yet many people don't use it well. Use social media to build perception about your company's success, servicing behavior, culture, and founder journey. You need to ensure you're sharing value to your customers, to what they feel that they're going to learn by consuming content on your pages or account. Don't just talk about your company. Build a conversation. And secondly, it's better others praise you than you praise yourself. But hey, sometimes you've got to supply the material. The second, create multiple touch points to reach out to your potential customers, especially if you want many leads in one go and not one lead at a time. Reserve the one lead at a time approach for high paying or premium customers. Create an event. Well, in these times, a virtual event, a course, a research document, anything that would interest your potential customer. This does 2 things. Create potential leads and builds perception that you are an expert and they need to be talking to you. Point 3, PR. Get press coverage. When media says you've arrived, people definitely believe it. It helps in validating your success. As much as we don't like that, but unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. For people to buy the book, they have to like the cover. But more than that, they have to know that the book exists. With press coverage, you not only tell people that you exist, but you tell that you're good. And that's what you need to be doing when it comes to your press coverage. I hope these points help you build a business where you receive leads and can work to capacity. But put in the work now. Thank you.
I so agree to each of the points Shruti has mentioned. Because you see, there are 2 kinds of marketing strategies at play. The push strategy and the pull strategy. Push is when you are taking your product or service to the customer. And these could be things like participating in exhibitions or trade shows or having paid ads, doing email marketing. Pull strategy is getting the customer to come to you, which is things like referral marketing, word of mouth marketing, and personal brand building. This is when the customer is actively seeking your product or service, and as rightly said by Shruti, it is better that you invest in building your brand so that the right kind of people, leads, and potential clients can come to you. With that, we come to an end of an amazing episode. I want to thank each of the experts who have shared such valuable insights for the episode today. I'm sure the listeners have got back a lot of benefits and takeaways from this episode. And if you want to share any of the particular takeaways that you've had from the show, just take a screenshot of your mobile screen right now and share it on your Instagram handle by tagging me at Roshni_Baronia and all the experts whose handle I will mention in the show notes. So do share your takeaway and keep following Ace the Sales, because we will always be coming back with lots of sales insights and tips so that you can grow your business to the next level. So till the next episode, happy selling.